Okay, hello again. So another Linux out of the box, and this time we're going to be doing one. This is a follow-on video really from a one that I did the other day. I looked at a thing called Project Bluefin, and Bluefin is like the sister brother to Bazzite, and so there's one more, which is Aurora. Now, Bazzite's based on what's known as Plasma desktop. Bluefin was based on GNOME desktop. Aurora is based on Plasma as well. And it's like Aurora, the only way you can think of it is Aurora is basically Bazzite that's not been focused for games. So it's like it's pretty much exactly the same. It's exactly the same as Bazzite, but it's just not games focused. It's like a desktop operating system. Now, I've jumped ahead with this. Normally I take you through the entire installation process. You see it going, but it's so simple to do this. Just like any other installation, you just like click, select keyboard, select country, username. And I thought we'd just jump ahead and I'd sort of show you around it. Now you've got it installed. Anyway, so I've got OBS. It's up and running, as you can see. Great. And I'm recording in AV1. So let's just close that down. So here you go. So desktop, Plasma desktop. It's very similar all across the board, how it looks. Now, the key thing with my videos about Linux out of the box is, can I install software? The operating system, in many ways, don't kill me for this, doesn't really matter. It's a matter of, once you've got the operating system, operating systems are interfaces to use computers. But it's the software that matters, isn't it? So, what can I do with an operating system? Not very much. And it's all about, with Linux especially, is how do I get software onto it easily so I can do what I want to do when I go to work. So this has got a brilliant store. Now, as I said in the Bluefin video, and the same as Bazzite, it's all based around Flatpaks, which is like a containerized packagey type thing. And it's, supported by developers. It's great. So theirs has got this is the same you'll see in Bazzite. It's called the Bazaar store, and it's really nice. I've got an update coming in. Oh, just do that. So basically you've got, it's got recommends, content creation stuff. So you've got Blender, GIMP, Darktable for your photo images. You've got things like that. You can install all this great stuff with music, Office productivity. So Office is on that. I normally install Office, but I can't be bothered anymore because it always works, doesn't it? You can do Office. Games, Steam, we'll look at that in a bit. Utilities, developers, AI and machine learning. So people are beginning to take this a little bit more serious. And we'll look at Alpaca in a bit, but we'll look at another thing that they've got in this, which is really cool as well. Hopefully without, because all the AI stuff uses graphics memory, so without killing OBS. So you've got a great store, so you can install tons of stuff. So I'll just take you through some of the bits that I've got there. And we'll start with, I think it's probably best to start with AI. So one of the clever things is down here, you've got a little console window. If you do have questions about like Aurora, and the same for Bluefin, you literally go here and right click, open link, documentation, and up it comes. Here's our documentation, click on that, and it takes you through how to do everything. So you've got gaming on Aurora, you've got down here, you've got AI, I'm sure local AI. So let's click on that. So it tells you how to install stuff. So we'll start with this RAMALAMA thing. Now, I'd not spotted this before in Bluefin, but I'm sure it's the same. You just grab this command, go back to our terminal window, grab this command. I mean, this is simpler than like loads of other commands. It's not super user-friendly, but it is. I find this is quite a clever way to do it. It's all laid out for you. So you basically call that command there, okay, and then you can use these commands, RAMALAMA, pull down Llama 3.1, which I've done. And then you can basically go Llama serve, RAMALAMA serve, or whatever it is, paste that there, and then you add the model that you brought down. So I brought down Llama, so I'm going to get that one. Already done this to save a bit of time, and then you should be able to paste that there. He says, no, hang on, that'll paste over the top, won't it? So let's paste that there. Now, doing this, I mean, you can use a command line, but that's painful, isn't it? So let's put a space in there. This launches a web GUI. I think that's the correct term for it. Podman run, here you go. Should do something. Blitzes through there. Gonna grab my coffee whilst that's happening. And then it gives you this HTTP address. So if I right click that and open link, I should launch what looks like, here it is, an interface ChatGPT typing in a web browser. So, and I'm using, let's just do this. There's a little brilliant thing on here that I've fallen in love with, which is called Mission Control. I didn't realize I've always been using, I found that on Bluefin. Anyway, so here's Mission Control. He says up here, grab it. And what Mission Control will show me my GPU RAM usage. So if I hit my GPU, this is see for the specs of the machine, it's got a 5060 Ti in there. And also it's got a Radeon 6010M, which is the APU on the card. So here you go. So at the moment it's ticking along, and has it loaded that into memory? It looks like it's loaded it into memory already because it's gone in there 8 gig. So, but we should be able to see if I drag that over. So tell me about the history. He can't spell, but mind you, it's AI, so it knows of. I don't know, let's give it some random potatoes and politics. There you go. Nice subject about it. And now it's going to go and think about that subject. And you should see a massive spike in GPU utilization. Here we go. And if I clip out now, sorry about that, because it should. Is it going to do it? It's thinking about that. Maybe is it loaded the model? There you go. So it's bashed that out. You can see the GPU spiking. And it's also showing me the tokens per second on this. I've switched that on. Hopefully it's not going to destroy the video capture. There we go. So there we are, potatoes and politics. That's basically the web GUI. So that's really simple to install. You saw that on that page. So that's great, but when you close that, I should get my video memory back. Watch that drop off. There you go. And there's the video memory back. So that's one way of doing it, but you want something a bit slicker, I think. It's great that they've got that. So what I always do with this is go and install Ollama, which is easy. Just go here, download Ollama, copy that command, open up your little terminal window again, paste that in there, and that will just rumble through stuff and install it. And once it's installed, you need to get rid of that. You need to run it. So I'm going to run it, and then I'll show you the interface, the Alpaca interface, which was in the Bazzite, the store we just looked at. So if I go Ollama serve, that's starting the engine, that's starting Ollama in the background. So now I can just put an app over the top to talk to it. So the one I go back to the store here, go right down the bottom. There's two. I've not tried Newell, but Alpaca is the one I've got. So that's already installed. And this is great. So go to development and we launch Alpaca. Now, because it's got Ollama running in the background, let's get rid of that. It should just pop up, he says. Get rid of that window as well. Where's Ollama gone? Development Alpaca, did it launch? There, it's launched. So right, okay. So there's our interface. Now what you'd initially do, you'd go into here to manage instances and you'd select. So if I tick on that, I've selected Ollama, and it's basically that one that's running in the background. So it knows where it is. You just have to select it, but you have to run it before you launch this, or else it won't know where that is. And then obviously you can go in here, it's much slicker. Go available models. I can pull down any of them that I want to play with. So this is a great one. If you're just doing AI locally on a 16 gig card, this is the one. It's the 20 billion parameter model called ChatGPT OSS. There's a much bigger one, but don't worry about that. But that will max out your graphics card. But it's really clever. 20 billion parameters is a great size to work with. And then basically, let's try this again. Let's just start a new conversation. Oh, new chat. And it comes up with these random questions. Tell me some historical facts about the Taj Mahal. So we should see a massive jump up here as it loads the model into memory. There you go. Down here, you can see it's gone 8 gig into memory and 100% GPU there. Now you've got toys up here you can play with. So you can manage the models. Okay, there's that part. But then you've also got, where is it? Sorry, manage the tools. So you can add on all these tools and all sorts of stuff. So brilliant. You've got great desktop AI to play with and everything. This just works, doesn't it? I mean, this is so simple. Okay, so let's close that down. And when I close that, I should get my memory back. There it is. So that's it done. So that's AI. Let's get rid of that. So brilliant. We can do AI. It's really simple. And it's really stable. It's just working. So this is like a perfect world for me. So multimedia, I've shown you OBS. So graphics. So obviously you can put GIMP, you can put Inkscape, you can put all those vector packages. What I've done with this one, I normally just show how to do it, but I've actually done it on this one. So you download GIMP. Let's go back to the store again. So content creation. So I've installed GIMP, and you want it to be more Photoshop-y because it's not. So you go online and you look and you get a photo GIMP. Now, it's really simple. There it is at the top. You download this. There's a little bit of installation. I won't take you through it, but you basically copy it over 2 files and it works. And then you can basically launch your graphics. Launch GIMP. You see the icons changed. So now if I launch it, Photo GIMP, and this is more like Photoshop than it was to start out with. That's all I'll say. It is easy to work with like this because it's layers and everything's laid out. When you first launch GIMP, it's like, what am I looking at? If you come from Photoshop, so that's great and it's free. But if you want something that's a bit even more like Photoshop, you can use an online thing called PHOTOPEA. PHOTOPEA, there you go. And it's, open project from computer, cancel, let's just do a new project. We'll just do 1920, and there you go. See, this is an online version that's free with advertising on the right. We pay $5 huge a month and get it without advertising. And I think you get some AI generative credits if you need that stuff. So that's graphics. Now there's another thing you can do with this. It's very, very simple. So if you look for, let me make sure I find the right thing for you. Downloads. Okay, so if you want to generate AI images but use your machine, there's a really cool thing you can install called INVOKE AI Community. Now, there are other packages that can do this, but I just found this the easiest one to do. So you can do Windows, Mac, or Linux. You click on download Linux, and it will download an app image. So what that is sort of like an application that's got all of its dependencies already bolted into it. So you don't need to install anything. When it launches, it'll install what it needs. So if I go into my downloads folder, I've already put it on here. And to run an app image, it's really simple. Just right click on it, go to properties, and then permissions, and then allow executing as file program. So now if I click on this, it will launch INVOKE AI. Now what is this? An image generation package. So you launch it, starts up, he says. I hope again this isn't going to obliterate my OBS thing. Comes up and off you go. So it's broken into 3 parts. You've got these tabs over here. First thing you need to do is install some models. So there's it gives you some starter models that you can pull down. If you want to use the FluxDev one, it gets a bit complicated. You have to get a token from face hugging and all this, but you can download these models. Obviously, remember you've got a 16 gig graphics card or smaller. There are some memory saving tips it gives you as well. So once you've got those installed, you go back to your desktop, and then you can plumb in your, I put, let me see a random seed. I've got a neon-drenched dystopian city at night inspired by Blade Runner, whatever. So there you go. And so I've just run that. That's given me various looks. And you can select your model over here, and then you run it. I won't run it because it'll flatten the memory and take 5 minutes. But there you go. And then you can do all sorts. You can play with it, edit and refine on canvas. Again, all this kind of stuff. Brilliant. You can do nodes, deeper workflows, those are models. Absolutely brilliant bit of software. And that's your image generation parts taken care of. So you can do AI images. Now just close this down. INVOKE shut down and it's gone. So there you go. So, we've got AI imagery, AI desktop, graphics and everything sorted out. So before we'll finish off and Resolve, because what I'll do is I'll stop this video and drag this video into Resolve that we're making now. So the last one obviously is games. So let's just have a look at that. This is the big driving force behind people moving to Linux, I feel. It's the games. The more games we can play on Linux through Steam, the better the board becomes. But there's more ways of doing it. You've got Heroic Games Launcher. I'll do how you install these bits in a minute. It's like phenomenally simple. So Heroic plugs into GOG, got a games Epic Store, and allows you to play games on there. So I've got, I don't know, this is tiny. Let's do Crusader No Remorse. You just click install, because you basically have to log into your GOG account and it'll pull the stuff in. So this is a tiny game, I think. How much is it going to say? It's not 20 minutes. It can't be. It's 300 meg. Is that that should take seconds to download. That's tiny. Anyway, so you can do that. You can, hang on, let's just have a look at the stores you can put in. So you can put loading websites. Got my internet's gone really slow. So you can do, what's that? We've got GOG, Epic Store, and Prime. You've got Prime Gaming as well. Let's just go down to that download. Downloads. Yeah, that's gone. So this is a really again, it's far up. See if it works straight off. Play with the logs. Play now. Okay. And let's see if this launches okay. It's an old DOS game. I remember when this came out. This is so sad, isn't it? I actually remember when this came out, and I played this Crusader No Regret and Crusader No Remorse, and they're like isometric shooters. Launching. Now, where's it gone? The first time they do this, they sort of have to sort themselves out. So let's just give this a second to do this. Here we go. Oh my God, look, DOSBox. Run the game. Rather loud audio. New game. Options. Can I increase the screen size? Animations on. Video large. Music volume. Oh, let's turn the music down. It's too loud. How do I do that? Can't control the music volume. Animations off anyway. Quit. Let's just do another game quickly. What's going on here?
First, let me say welcome to the Resistance, Captain. I'm sure you realize that Central thinks you're a...
Let's just sit past. Here we go. New game.
You're not supposed to be here.
Okay, how do you go? Where's the controls? Okay, let's come out of that. That's like... Whew. That was a bit stressful. The music just wouldn't turn down. Anyway, so there's that's hilarious. Crusader and Remorse. So you can play your old games on there. And obviously we've got Steam. So let me just turn down the volumes on these speakers here. HDMI, turn that down. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, so let's just go to Steam. But first, let me show you how you install all this. That's probably the best way to do it. So you go back to your Universal Docs thing, open link, and then in here, if you click on that, it says Games on Aurora. So it tells you this, and all you need to do is strip that command in, just like we did with the AI, and pop it in there, and everything installs. You've got your Steam, Lutris. Lutris is another sort of games package thing. So let's just fire up Steam. Here we go, and then we're going to go Steam apps. Well, that should launch, he says. So what I put on here, No Man's Sky, which is quite, intensive game. It's a balance when I do these demos, because some of the games are huge, and you don't want to waste time downloading 63 meg of a game like I did with Cyberpunk the other night, and it wouldn't run. So here we go. So let's just launch. So normal stuff. Library, home, No Man's Sky, play it, and that should play No Man's Sky. And I've set it up for ultra settings at 1440p. So here we go. It says it should launch. So get rid of that. It should pop up with Hello Games. They've had a massive update on this game recently with shipbuilding, and the internet's lost its stuff over it. But it is quite cool, and it's a good thing with the developers on this. They've really like put the effort in with it. Let's just grab that one. Creative mode. I don't know where I am on that. Let's just go there. So basically, the developers are really sort of up against a free update, so shipbuilding and all those kind of things. So it's really clever. Whoever's behind this, the guys behind this, have really put the effort in. I remember when it first came out, there was a lot of problems with it. Not problems with it, but it didn't meet the expectations of the gamers. I mean, anything like this, you've got Starfield, you've got Elite, and these sort of universes. And what's going on? It's gone very white. Oh, what is happening here? There's my spaceship. Very strange looking person I've got there. But you can see it's like running really well. Let's just jump in the ship. And take off. Let's just go into space. There we go. Give it a my. What's that? So yeah, so what I don't know what that is. That's the space station. Oh, E to tag. Pulse engines. Here we go. Let's land on the let's see if we can land on the space station. I don't know why I'm not in cockpit mode. Not sure about that. I think my son's probably been involved in this. Let's just land the ship and then we'll come out of it. But you can see it just plays perfectly, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Just put it in there. God. In the original Elite, where you had to do that thing, this is much easier now. The original Elite, to match your spin to land your ship. There you go. So that's really simple to play it. And let's just go over here, and there's this is the new area. Go to the little things, go in. This is where you can build your ship. Apparently this bit here, you can buy bits. I'll have a look at this later. Create purchase modules. Basic purchase models, and you can go around inside it. Thunderbolt Corvette, let's buy that. Don't know what that is. Anyway, okay, so I get lost in here and you'll get bored to death watching this. So leave. Let's come out of that. Options, quit to desktop. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so there you go. So there's No Man's Sky. Brilliant. So the last thing we'll do with this is we'll look at video capability. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to launch OBS. I'm going to stop this and then basically use this clip in DaVinci Resolve. So stop recording and start recording again. So now I'm going to grab the clip that we've just, me rambling to the thing. So again, okay, to install Resolve, again, really simple on here. You just need to make sure you've got your copy of DaVinci Resolve in your downloads folder. So you download the zip file, the free one, DaVinci Resolve 20.1. And then again, super simple. You just launch your console window and you use this. You just install -Resolve, punch that, and it will install Resolve, and you're done. I mean, I've written, if you look at my channel, I've written loads of scripts to try and get DaVinci Resolve on other distributions. And this is genius. The only other one that's really cool is Nobara. Nobara has built-in installer as well, but I've just done an update on that. I couldn't get it to work again, but it does. Maybe it's just my 5060 Ti that's causing the problem, but Nobara is the only other one that has I judge distributions on their ability to install DaVinci Resolve. So, that's great. So that works. So let's just launch it. It's gone up here. You've got an icon. First time you do it, you may get a weird icon. You need to reboot before it'll give you the proper icon, because I think that there's a problem with desktop icons on some of these. Here we go. We're in Resolve. And let's just launch a project. Create. And then media. And my clip should be in here. There it is. Drag that in. Change frame rate. I've just recorded this at 60p, so yeah. And then right click on that. Create timeline from selected clip. Don't want to use the project settings. I'm going to do UHD 4K. Here you go. And create. There's my timeline. double click on that, and we're in the timeline. And there's me wombling around. Okay, so now you've got, I won't give you a tutorial on Resolve, but I'll just talk you through the major parts of it very quickly. Media, where you bring stuff in. Cut is this quick editor. I haven't got my head around it. I'm old school. I do this one. So that's a normal standard editor. You've got Fusion, which is dark magic. It's a 3D compositing package thing. It's like Adobe After Effects, but in here. So you've got no excuse if you're an After Effects user, because this is just as powerful. Color, which is my world, because I did color. Grading, color, nodes, OS. Is that OS working this? Control OS? Yeah, there you go. So nodes, all that sort of business. You've got Fairlight, which is immensely powerful audio editor. And the thing about this is, this is the free version. You really should spend the money and get the paid version. The paid version's got AI. It's fantastic. It's the best money you'll spend. It's the only Linux software, creative software you should buy. And then you've got export. Now, I've been having a problem with this. Export. Have we got MP4 on here? MP4. You should have AV1 as an export preference, but I don't know what I've done something, and I can't get it out. I can't get it to do this. But you should have QuickTime, ProRes. It should have AV1 as an export preset. Not sure why I've lost it. I had it yesterday when I booted in. Don't know. Anyway, something to look at that. But you should have an AV1 as an export preset, which is encoding. So if you're doing OBS work, recording games, we could try and record everything in AV1. AV1 is like the future. H.264, H.265. Even Netflix and Google are trying not to use them anymore because there's a license fee attached. And because of that license fee, no one wants to use it. So your Netflix movie you're watching is being streamed to you in AV1. Every time you upload a video to YouTube, it's being re-encoded to AV1. So just give it the heads up and do it. So there you go. That's Resolve. You've got everything you need to do what you need to do in there. If I can close it. Bit of bright sunlight going on here. So quick Resolve. Okay, so yeah, so OBS is back up. So there you go. That's a look around Aurora. So Aurora, Bazzite, and Bluefin are brilliant. I can't fault them really. They've got the packaged software installed. You can run all the programs you want to run. They're Linux. They're free. They're not taking telemetry off you. So I mean, if you want to start on Linux and start to go, your transition doesn't need to be as hard as going to like an Arch-based Linux platform like Catchy or Endeavour, where yeah, they're brilliant, but it's a struggle. Whereas with this, it's not a struggle. It's like you can start to use Linux, start to do your job. You can do email, everything you need to do, you can do on something like Bluefin, Bazzite, or Aurora. And it just depends on you. If you're more games focused, you want to move all your games, you can still do the same as you can on Aurora and Bluefin on Bazzite. So it depends what your focus is. I mean, I work on Bazzite because I do games and stuff like that, but it's just exactly the same. This is more aimed at sort of like a desktop environment. I mean, I may put this on my laptop or Bluefin. I'm not sure. I may made my mind up. Bluefin's making me really like GNOME again, so that may happen. But yeah, so this is fantastic. Whoever is behind those three distributions, those three packages, genius. This is what we need. This is what you need to make people use Linux. And it's interesting reading the background. They just started again. It's called Greenfields deployment, where they went, okay, this is all wrong. Let's just rebuild from scratch. And they've done a great job. So I can't recommend those three enough. Give them a go. Put them on your laptop or your machine. I don't know how to, I don't do dual boot. So I mean, I don't know how to do that. But basically, and give them a go. Aurora is phenomenal. I can't fault it. I can't fault any of them. Really. There's no bad bits. So yeah, there you go. So I hope that's useful to someone. Give these a go. It's well worth it. And thanks for watching.